Alright, I think I'm live. I have no idea. It's just checking over to see some things. Looks like it is. So, not really even sure what's up, guys. Oh, I'm not even sure really what to do here. This is the first time doing anything like this. So, I know we don't have a huge audience. Let's try to grow that. Just thought we'd fucking talk and smoke some weed.
Hello there.
What's up, Lanny? What's everyone smoking today?
I got a mixture of green crack and Thin Mints Girl Scout cookies.
Ah, nice. That's alright. Go ahead.
It's okay. But it's not. I tried the Simply Bear brand. Have you heard of that one? It's an organic brand.
No, I haven't. I don't buy much of the stuff from dispensaries.
Yeah, okay, right. That's lucky you, man. So the Simply Bear stuff is very nice. It's very pungent. It's by far the best. And this green, like it's not bad. It's not terrible, but it's just not a comparison to the organic stuff. What are you got? What are you smoking?
I got some White Widow dabs is what I'm doing right now. Just from a buddy of mine. Just some, you probably can't even see it very well. Shitty ass camera.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of wax.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember, resin, some shit, I don't know. But yeah, it's like a wax. It's got like little diamond pieces in it. It's not bad. There's been a lot of White Widow actually been around. I did have some legal White Widow actually. Shatterizer, I don't know if you heard of them. So they're not too bad. But yeah, I don't really go to local guys or to the dispensaries too often. Mostly just go to a buddy of mine or grow it myself.
Yeah.
Weed's expensive.
Yeah, it is. It's getting better, but it's more expensive.
Yeah, it seems like some of the good stuff is, or the expensive stuff is like worse than the shittier brands. It's weird. It looks better, but it definitely doesn't get you more better stone or anything like that.
Yeah, but I have to say that the Simply Bear company is they have different layers. I think it's called the Rubicon company that Simply Bear is the top line of. And
that's in Ontario?
Yeah. And they have different layers. There's Simply Bear, and then there's
Miss Cannacurate.
1964. That's 1964. That's the same product, but it's the lesser quality buds of the same crops. And then there's they have a company called Homestead, which again is the exact crops. It's just like the smaller buds. and they sell that as an ounce for, it works out to like $4 a gram.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's like, apparently it's great. I haven't tried that yet, but apparently it's like pretty similar to the offline stuff. It's just like smaller buds, but it's the same.
It's probably bottoms or something instead of the top colas.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So, but for $4 a gram, like it's like it's like how can you go wrong with that? You know, if you can buy an ounce of bud, how can you go wrong with that?
Yeah, some of the prices are insane, and then some of it's like so dry. I don't know. They don't know how to package and shit. I'm not a fan of their weed. It just never looks like anything you get off the street. And then, mind you, it's better than reserve weed. So
I had when it was first legalized, I tried something by Tweed, the company Tweed, and it was so dry. It was like petrified.
yeah, I always look at the package dates on that weed, on like legal weed, and I just stay away from Tweed. I like these guys. I can't remember their name. What is their name? The Green Organic Dutchman. I've had them a few times.
Yeah, that one's good. Is that pungent? That smell, is it pungent?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've had the Rockstar, and then I got another one. I don't remember what the name of it is. I keep these jars. I throw most out. These ones are kind of cool. Fire Bio, or another organic strain.
Yeah, that one and Simply Bare are two organic versions that are fairly the best. But I can only speak from experience to the Simply Bare.
Yeah.
And this one's good too, so that's great. That's good. The Tweed one, I always checked for the packaging date, but when it was first legalized, I got it from the Ontario Cannabis store online.
Yeah.
And you can't check the you can't check the packaging date there, right?
Yeah.
Well, they sent like a bunch of stuff, and it just sucked. Like I couldn't believe how bad it was. Like, it was so bad. The Simply Bare is the first good stuff that I had, and the Green Organic Dutchman is. I hope they try that as well.
Yeah, I like it. It's a little costly. Like, what is it? $37 for a freaking half quarter. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I pay $55 at most usually for a quarter. Oops, from a buddy of mine, and like, it's always way better. Like, it's nice buds. It's hard to see on here, but
yeah, that's nice. I can see that.
I usually go there just like when I need something different, because he's always usually got the same strains typically. No one else gonna jump on right now. I think we're actually on YouTube. Not sure if people are on it. It's the first time I've ever like done the live thing. And that re-steam app's pretty sweet that Frank showed me. It'll re-steam to like everywhere. So I have a few followers on YouTube. I don't typically post on YouTube. I mostly the first time I ever like my audio sucks. Eek, the audio sucks. I think it's my fans on my laptop because I'm streaming. It's just like they're full blast. So sucks for people. They should come into the Discord where it's easier to hear, I'm guessing. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else to talk about. Weed Cash NFTs are pretty cool. Hopefully, like, they expand some.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday in the chat room there.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, they could be pretty cool. NFTs are pretty cool. Hopefully, like, somebody uses something with the NFTs on Weed Cash and gets a game or something going with them. There's contests John had there's pretty good idea. Use them for entry numbers.
Yeah, that's part of what NFTs are for. There's so many. I mean, you can make NFT whatever you want, right? Because it represents. It's something that represents something else.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you could get like some huge, I don't know, like 8x10 or bigger frames, and just get it so like it would play your NFTs through them.
Lanny, why don't you repeat that idea you had about now flyers to dispensaries?
Yeah, hey Frank. Yeah, I mentioned, I guess look, I'll wait till John's here as well, just to mention that again. Maybe John's like busy eating Chinese food or something. That's what I always imagine. That's what I always guess people are doing, you know.
No, John would be eating a burrito.
It's like, what are they doing? Maybe they're busy eating Chinese food.
Feel free to join in, Frank. So what were you thinking, like NFTs for flyers for dispensaries? The thing it's hard with this, like in Canada, is the legal dispensaries are so tied to the fucking governments that crypto is so frowned upon.
Well, yeah, it's new, you know, it's new, and it's, the government can't, what can the government do with it? I mean, it's, NFTs is, you can basically mint your own currency in a sense, because a currency doesn't have to be a blockchain. A currency can be whatever you want it to be. When you mint an NFT, that is if you have like a image file, that's basically, you can mint it as $100 if you want. You know, it's basically minting your own currency without needing to have your own blockchain. You can mint an NFT that has like 10,000 units or a million units or whatever. It's like the freedom of money is finally arriving.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how it's changing. The power's changing the hands, but the fucking market's taking quite the tank this week. Like I think Hive's gone from $1.70 to $1.30 in like a week.
Yeah, that's it all falls, I mean, I don't know how, a lot of it has to do with following the price of Bitcoin.
One reason I would say is a lot of people bought Hive for the airdrop, so after the airdrop people started selling more. I myself sold like 150 yesterday, went to the movies with it. But I wouldn't have sold before the airdrop, you know?
Yeah, I never thought of the airdrop. Hopefully the Speak network's actually like, that's looking pretty cool.
Yeah. Hive is doing real good, you know, like that one guy, Lancer, he was in here the other day, smart guy, but, you know, sometimes, you know, some people think they know everything. You know, Hive's a great currency, you know, and you were saying about being too volatile. Every fucking crypto is that way, you know? How many cryptos are out there isn't? We know what crypto isn't. There's a handful, but HBD, dude, that shit has been holding steady. And these guys, whatever they're doing, with that HBD stabilizer.
Yeah, they're like buying Hive or selling Hive and buying Hive to keep it all stable at $1. It's smart. They're like selling Hive and buying Hive as it goes up and down and Hive back $1 to keep it stable.
Yeah, it's really smart, man, and these guys are proving when their ideas are working. Look at Steam. Steam is what, at 40 cents? And Hive has been over $1.20 the past, for a long time.
Oh, it's been above $1 at least 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's definitely, even like us, I'm really happy it's worked out this way. But we were trying to hold out, during the time. I still don't know that much about blockchain. But, I was pissed, just like everybody else. But, I wanted to do my own thing, and I'm really proud about that day, at Cannacurate. We went our own way. We did it. We handled it our own way. We didn't follow everybody. We didn't join in the bandwagons. We weren't sucking ass and doing all this shit. We did things our own way, and for me, when they stole, basically that's what they did, when they stole all the money from those accounts, that was when I really couldn't go forward with it anymore. That was pretty fucked up.
No, Steam's fucked. It was actually, it created a better thing, getting rid of that team and letting block trades and whoever else is making the fucking thing. Writing the code now, like they've done way better than they did on Steam. Steam sat at the same shit for 2 years. Nothing really changed.
Well, it's over there. They got all that manipulation going on. Cause their SBD is worth how much? Like $6, $7?
Yeah, something like that.
Like that's good for people that are posting and stuff, but from what I understand, it's not good. That's one I've always heard. The guys that are starting blockchain geniuses are saying that's what killed Steam. Really, one of the things that killed Steam was the HBD. It was never pegged to $1. It never stayed that way.
Yeah, it was broken. I remember when fucking it hit like $15 back at the end of 2017-18. And it was like your payouts were ridiculous. It just didn't make sense. No,
yeah, well, you remember too when you had a post and it said that it was like $2, but really when you got paid out, it was worth like $15, $20.
Yeah.
FBD was always showed it was worth $1 on the post payout.
Yeah, it was very broken. It's not sustainable to keep paying out like that.
No. And definitely there's some manipulation going on to keeping it at that price.
Well, hey, there's no reason. It's got no development, no games, nothing going on it. I think Justin Sun was reading on Twitter, is basically left Tron and Steam.
It's one thing that I'm seeing going on right now. It seems like lots of people are giving up, man. It's like, look at, Richard posted that thing about Snoop Dogg, which I think is a very unrealistic goal.
It's kind of stupid.
Nobody even replied back to it. And my idea is going to benefit the logical dude the most, and he doesn't even chime in. I'm getting sick of that, man. It's like, dude, goddamn. It's like the way that he thinks is like his idea. His ideas are the only way. Everybody else, I'm just going to ignore them or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, and he expects us to go out there and promote his shit for him.
Yeah, I don't get the weed cash thing. Like, I guess it's running itself basically, but it could be so much bigger with some marketing and some team push behind it.
Yeah. Well, I think, honestly, somebody like you, man, you need to start making these weed cash shirts so I can start buying those off of you. At least benefiting somebody that I have respect for.
Yeah, I just gotta get the printer. I can't think of the name. Sublimation printer, so I can actually use the exact colors instead of just like a standard green. Just gotta get that. Hopefully in like a month or so.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. And the stickers situation too. It's buying it from the weed cash store. It's expensive, man, and the stickers aren't even that great.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like the vinyl one I have, I got a nice one on my laptop. It's the Hive one. Like, fuck, it's nice and thick, and it doesn't even peel when you press on it or like peel at it. So, some of them are cheap. I have noticed.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple that one of the weed cash ones, like it won't even stick to my tent. So.
Well, yeah, I got a Cannacurate water bottle thing. Oh my god, it was a piece of junk.
No, it's just drop shipped Chinese crap. That's what sucks.
Yeah, it's a, I think it's a novelty. Like, yeah, you can use your weed cash, which honestly, that's not even good to do to accept weed. Like, he's always happy that I'm not spending my weed over there. Just, like, you can't accept weed when you got bills to pay.
Right?
It's not there yet. So it's...
I know, that's future one. He wants weed for those 3D printed things. I'm like, man, I'd rather like pay you in Hive. Like, for me to send you $70 in weed, like I'd jump the price up like crazy. Like, it wouldn't even be worth it. Let me send you the $70, and if you want weed, put it on the market and slowly buy it as people sell.
Yeah, well, Hash Kings had a disabled Hive engine tokens as a payment because somebody bumped the price of EGB, and they got a bunch of NFTs for free, basically, because they manipulate the price on that. And all they had to do was spend $3. $3 of volume jumped the price up to 7 cents. So I guess he was able to buy a bunch of NFTs at that price with that token. Since they said it was 7 cents, he was buying all these tokens that he probably paid paid $3 for, and then he got a shitload of NFTs, probably hundreds of dollars worth.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with Hive Engine. It's the liquidity is very low on most tokens.
Yeah. So right now it's kind of like it's like points, like the points you get in games.
See, that's where I think like Hive Engine would be great for something like that. Dispensaries or shit, like use the token as a point system.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think. Or coupons, or whatever.
Yeah, NFTs as coupons, tokens as points, like, it would be, that's spectacular, like, they're trustable.
Yeah. Or, if you had, like, lots of people on weed cash in a dispensary, said, hey, we're gonna have a promotion, we'll give away weed, too. That'd be cool to get, like, 1,000 weed. You can use that for uploading.
Right?
Use it to make NFTs.
That's where the shit needs to be sold at. Push that.
Yeah. I definitely think that, there's so much possibilities we can go, but getting Snoop Dogg on weed cash is a fucking pipe dream and unrealistic.
Man, Mike, these people aren't even the ones, they don't even post on Instagram and shit. It's somebody posting for them, like.
Exactly. And have you ever seen Wayne's World?
Yeah.
When they're at the part when they're like, oh, wow, we're in Delaware. You remember that part?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Snoop Dogg would do when he gets to weed cash. He's gonna be like, wow, I'm in weed cash. Like boring as fuck.
Right.
He's gonna have same 2 people commenting on this post?
Yeah, it won't have enough for years to come. I think what it needs is we need to market the growers, the reviewers.
I'm not Snoop Dogg, and even if Snoop Dogg does promote it, what's going to happen? So we're going to get a bunch of people like fucking ganja farmer posting, like, yeah, look at me, wow, I'm smoking this weed, ooh, look at my dog.
Right? That's exactly what it would be like. Not worth it.
No one's gonna buy weed. Like, wow, Snip's on there. Wow, I'm going to buy the weed now.
He probably would never even tell. Somebody's probably got his name for one. It's Hive. Somebody's stolen his name.
Yeah.
Like,
and you know how much it would cost to get Snoop Dogg even over here? It would. He would charge more than what's in the reward pool for Hive daily.
oh, guarantee
So
it.
I think how much Hive is like 51,000 Hive daily in a rewards pool. He would charge more than that.
Oh, easily. Man, he doesn't even post on places that are more known than Weed Cash. Like, it's, why set up a DAO for that? Set up a DAO for more useful shit, like you said. Like you were talking about.
Yeah, something realistic, man. Like and the people that even brought that up, they're not even on Weed Cash. I see them on Weed Cash once a month, if that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then like A1 Shroom Sports, he he's like, I made this New Year's post about his eating bucks, which is kind of a cool idea, I think. But he promotes it like once every 4 months.
Yeah. A lot of them do that.
Damn. And the Casa too. Like, oh, let's get weed on Tip CC. What's that gonna do?
I know.
Ain't gonna do shit.
Look at EOS. He pushed it for EOS, and now it's just dead. Dead token on EOS.
I'm just kidding, babe. Yeah, it's just, I just don't understand some of those guys. Like Richard, I do understand. I'm really happy he went forward with the new front end. If he never would have done that, I would have completely fell out of Weed Cash. But I still think that's cool, and for him, I think he's gonna be good for helping us raise funds. But hopefully he gets that Snoop Dogg idea out of his head. Like, dude, come on.
I know. It doesn't even... Somebody had the same idea back with Smoke, and it was like, man, get the idea out of your head. Like, they're not coming to this platform anytime soon.
So it's so funny. Lots of these guys are idiots. Like, why are so much people... Like, I just don't understand. Like, what's the Snoop Dogg? Instead of, like, going here to here, getting somebody that's more realistic, they shoot for something that's just idiotic.
Always.
And the people that are actually worth a damn, they fucking in and out. They don't really contribute.
Not at all. It's like, I don't know, I wish Hash Kings and Weed Cash would have done more to collab. Like...
Well, the Hash King guy is weird too, man, because
he is.
Him just stopped talking with me. But, look at the... Because Danny sold that game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Dan doesn't own it no more. But look at where they're taking Hash Kings, like zombies and robots and stuff, like.
Oh, and raids, like they're getting. It's not even a Cannabis game. It really was kind of a weird game in the first place. I never really understood it.
But it's like I told him he should set up indoor growing, because you'd be able to make NFTs for different grow lights. You can have your blow pool for the cheap NFT, all the way to like the high HPS and LED.
Yeah.
And it could be a different level NFTs. the NFT fans, NFT pods, and all this shit. That can really be fucking awesome. But man, I don't know. I just need to approach him again. Cause he's a dev. You know how these people are. The people that are into coding and stuff. Lots of them are introverts.
Yeah. He always was a weird guy to me. Definitely. But yeah, I was just like, what?
It's a different guy now. It's not Dan no more.
On Hashkings.
Like,
who bought that up?
Dan. He made a pretty good penny.
I bet he did. That's probably why we don't see him at all anymore.
No.
That's probably why Hashkings is actually doing better now. Who took it over? Who took over Hashkings?
It's the CEO Luke guy.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, I never knew him either. But he's in the server now. He came in here the other day.
Oh, nice.
I don't know. I need to keep bugging him too. That's one of, it's not all the blame on him. I have a tendency too to, kind of go without talking for people these days. But then again, it's not my game. I'm not gonna keep on pushing it and stuff. I already push Hashkings enough.
Yeah. I don't know. We never ever got anything back for delegating that Steam all that back in the day. For actually playing the original Hashkings or whatever.
Yeah. There's been a beneficial, like when Dan did the High Fest, the recent High Fest, and he did a speech, and his backdrop was the Cannacurate logo.
Oh, nice.
So that's cool, It's definitely been a beneficial relationship. It was negative in aspects of drama and stuff in the Discord, but everything else, like on the blockchain, it's a positive. Definitely, I don't have no bitter feelings for whatever happened in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
I made some mistakes too. Lots of mistakes.
It'd be cool if we could find some other like Cannabis NFT games. There was one on Wax, but it was kind of bunk. It just didn't make sense, but there's so much potential with it. In my opinion, with NFTs and gaming period, with like the amount of shit you get in games, and then it's like they're dead, they're in a game, that's it.
Yeah. And I need to remember that you guys were streaming too. Hey man, but it's true, man. Some of these guys are mentally unfit. Let's say that. It's definitely true. It's no secret.
Oh man, we're all mentally unfit. Especially these days with this fucking COVID shit. But that's for another story.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get off here because I gotta do some shit, but I'm still gonna be listening.
Alright, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we can last another hour. What do we got to talk about? Frank, you got much to say?
I think. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one more thing.
Oh, what's that?
Just in the future, start finding posts you like. Talk about posts and whatnot. Talk about the successful ones. Talk about your creation project. And just try to get a guest on here so you can talk with them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a recommendation.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to talk by yourself.
Right? That is a good idea. I will try to do that.
Yeah, some people have the talent to do that. But, you know, that's hard. Alright, peace.
See you, John. See you. Talk to you later, John. So something that helps people talk about things is having the vocabulary to do so. I used to belong to a absinthe website, and something that was good there is they had a form that everyone was asked to fill out whenever they tried a new absinthe, and it's a reviews form. And instead of them just saying, hey, you know, you try this bottle of absinthe, give your review. But people don't know how to give a review. You know, like unless they know the words, unless they know the questions. Like what? Like for example, the form would ask, for example, when you first opened the bottle, what was the impression? What were like the smells? Like, you know, just like a lot of detailed questions that you know, people didn't have to answer like every single question, but it just gives a kind of template that people can start to find it easier for them to express themselves in regards to the different bottles of absinthe, and why can't it be done with the different strains of cannabis, right?
Yeah. Definitely. You don't post on the blockchain like at all. How come? Why don't you post reviews on Hive Weed Cash?
Say that again?
How come you don't post reviews and stuff on Weed Cash?
Yeah. And like some, you know, like for you, it's like maybe if you're natural at it, that you know you have lots of things to say. But it may be that other people don't, like they also have lots to say, but they don't have like the structure to like they don't have the questions in mind. They have the answers if they're asked the questions, but they don't have the initiative themselves to ask those questions to themselves. Like what, like to give a review about the website, to give a review about the cannabis, you have to ask yourself questions to, you know, to answer what is the review, to review strains of cannabis or cannabis products.
Okay. Sure. So hopefully I got a week now to jot shit down and get some things in order for next week. Hopefully we can get some more people on. We'll have to see.
Yeah. I wasn't able to say to John when he was here about the idea that I was speaking with Frank about earlier today, and that Frank mentioned just like an hour ago or so. So the idea being that for Cannacurate to have a contest for advertisements for Cannacurate that can be printed on a sheet of paper, and that can be not the full sheet of paper, but 1/4 of the piece of paper, so that when the paper is printed, it can be printed four times on one page. So the advertisement, like a flyer, instead of it being the whole page, which would cost a person I don't know, maybe 10 cents to print or whatever. If the same ad appears on the piece of paper 4 times, then they use a pair of scissors, and that reduces the price by 4, but it's still basically the same advertising. And the idea being that Cannacurate has a contest for advertisement to advertise itself, and the advertisement has to feature its QR code and all its Hive page, URL, and its Discord server address and invite, whatever. And the idea being that the contest is for like the top 5 winners. Those ads become the official Cannacurate ads, and that all members of Cannacurate are encouraged, not mandatory, but to help Cannacurate expand its population. Each time a person goes to their cannabis store, to their local cannabis store, if they live in a legal state or province, that they print off before they go. They print off on their home computer or at the store, the printing store, 25 pages of the ads, and then they use their scissors and there's 100 leaflets. And then when they go to the cannabis store, they say to the person behind the counter or the manager there or whatever, do you mind that for the next 100 customers, when you hand them a receipt, and you also hand them one of these ads for Cannacurate? It's a cannabis group that's online, and everybody's welcome to attend. And we have a weekly little radio show, and we talk about cannabis in the main chat room. It's all friendly and everything. It's very nice, and everybody's welcome to attend. So, would you mind handing this ad out with the receipts of the next 100 purchases of the customers that buy stuff at your stores? When you hand them the receipt, can you hand them also this ad? And in return, like the person from Cannacurate who's at the store will say, and in return, I'm going to make a blog post about your store, about my shopping at your store, and so I'll give you your store some advertisement that way, and so it'll be like a reciprocal thing. And then the idea being that when the person makes a post at Hive or whatever social media platform or platforms, hopefully they syndicate it at different platforms. Then if one of those is at Hive, that the idea being that Cannacurate will upload their blog, their review of the store, or their experience at that store, or just promoting that store, and also mentioning that they handed out the flyers there. Maybe even if they can film photographs in the store, show them a selfie of them holding up the photograph or whatever, just to show everybody else that they actually did that. And then the idea being that Cannacurate uploads their post like a bit more, like a special upload, like just to give a financial incentive so that the person doing that also benefits. So it's a win-win-win. A win for Cannacurate to get its presence advertised. It's a win for the store to get itself advertised as well. And it's a win for the person because they would be getting their post having a special upload from Cannacurate as well. So that's the idea. What's your opinion about it?
I think that's actually a really good idea. Definitely. And there's a huge art community on Hive that could, like, digital art. What's that? Oh, okay. But yeah, I think I think that's a great idea. Getting feedback from his mic.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I hope you heard that idea. It's a great idea.
Yeah, if not, we'll run that by him when he is listening again, because that is smart. And yeah, it doesn't cost much, especially if we keep it. The bright colors are what'll cost more, so if you keep it kind of less bright colors in the ad, it'll be darker ink, so it should be cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, like, it can be even black and white. It can just be black ink on green paper.
For a QR code, it's gotta be white, but that could always just be whited, like, in a thing, and then do the art behind it.
Yeah, that's right, I forgot.
But that is an excellent idea.
Yeah, thank you. Sometimes I have to reset the voice microphone thing here, because my computer's from 2012 or something like that. So that's like if it doesn't seem like I'm answering, not right away, but in a timely manner, I'm like resetting. I might be resetting the buttons here.
Yeah, it's all good. I think most of us are probably running older equipment. I have this shitty ass laptop. The keyboard don't work on it. I have to use the keyboard and mouse, so it still works.
I can sort of hear you, Abaddon. Do you want to try talk? Do you want to try voice there?
Yeah, I don't know. He never really said much. I thought I heard a dog barking. Oh, what else? Everyone here knows about the curation thing that I think I started. So far it's actually paying out more than what you would get in your voting, so that's pretty good. I gotta stop clicking buttons. I keep getting these bots on YouTube apparently.
I didn't know there's bots on YouTube. Like, you mean in the comments section?
Yeah, in the comments, they're exact same comments from somebody Russian, and it's vyr.fyu. Almost looks like a wax address.
Wow. I only use YouTube now just to, if I watch a video of something. But I've tried to use the free speech platforms.
Yeah, I only use it to try to see and get people over to Weed Cache. That's about it. Post videos, and then the odd time to watch videos.
Yeah.
I do use it for my music because it's the easiest platform, but outside of that, I guess I do use it. It's hard to not support places like that for like anything nowadays.
Yeah, I know. And sometimes you get like people not wanting to use the new website because they're scared.
Yeah, people love what they know. Definitely.
You know the website Gab, the social media platform Gab?
No.
Okay, so Gab is like Facebook, but it's free speech. And when I made an account there last year, I think it was, and I had this like, I don't want to say it's a vibe. It wasn't a vibe. It was more like a fear. Like, oh, I don't know if the people at Gab are like a bunch of anti-Semitic monsters or something like that. Like, because Gab has like a bad reputation. But that bad reputation is really FUD. Because it's not true that Gab is like an anti-Semitic site or anything like that. I went to Gab, and there are people there that are like racist or whatever. But the thing is that because it's a free speech, not only is there racism and all that shit, but there's also people that confront it. And at Gab, it's so funny, like, it's so hilarious, the replies that people make to like racist comments. Like, they just roast them, you know? Like, it's just the most hilarious things. Like, if someone posts like I don't know, like just some racist bullshit, people like, they tease the person who posted that. It's just really funny. And you don't get that at like Facebook or any other places where people can't be you know, they can't post bullshit at other places.
Yeah, no, Facebook's just toxic.
Yeah, like, they'll censor it, but the whole idea of free speech is that if someone says something wrong, then that actually provides you with the opportunity to say something that's right. And how could you have said something that's right if it wasn't in reply to something that somebody said, something, some bullshit that somebody said? Because, you know, you need other people to, everybody needs other people to talk. No one can just talk themselves all the time. There has to be some audience interaction or just interaction with others. And so, of course, you can say right things all that they want, but when other people say wrong things, then that provides more of an opportunity to say things that are right. And so that's one of the great things about freedom of speech. But also freedom of speech is, what if you're an artist and you're a playwright and you're writing characters that are villains? You know, you need to say things that are villainous. You need to be racist. You need to be sexist. You need to be prejudiced. All the bullshit that villains are. That's what villains are. And there has to be villains. And if it's in the context of art, you know, not like some truly crazy person, but if it's in the context of art, that's another benefit of freedom of speech that you don't get on Facebook and YouTube and other places like that. Like here in Canada too. We have hate speech. Hate speech is criminalized, and it's so retarded. It's so retarded to criminalize speech that we lose the opportunity to confront it. And when you confront things, you say things from your heart that maybe you never said before, and that you couldn't have said before unless it was in the moment of confronting evil.
Yeah, for sure. Freedom of speech is being lost, but anyway, definitely.
Yeah, that's what Gab is. Gab is a free speech Facebook type website, and they're also making marketplaces and businesses, like businesses that support freedom of speech. There's advertising there. Cannacurate could advertise there, and the audience that it would be advertising to is people who value freedom of speech.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because the Discord, you gotta get to the right audience with Discord, and then you want, I don't know, gotta get a cannabis people, so, or crypto and cannabis people.
Yeah, it's, the Gap site is not, it's not tokenized, but apparently they're developing it so that, well, I hope they're developing it to accept tips at the very least in the form of Bitcoin or whatever. What they do have currently is it's entirely user funded, so they do accept crypto as donations. So they have that already. So I hope, I don't know if their marketplace that they're developing is going to be using crypto, but if it does, it'd be great if Hive was there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Hive needs to market itself better. That's a problem. Everyone screams Coinbase, and it's just not going to happen with the crap marketing Hive has and has always had. Like, why it should have a Brave ads, and it should have, like, at very least Brave ads. Anywhere that accepts crypto, Hive should have an ad. It's something Weedcast should be doing too. Like, I brought it up to go on WeedTube, and it's like $700, and I got told that's too expensive. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to pay it out of my pocket.
Yeah, it takes time for Hive to be developed. There's so much to be developed.
Oh yeah.
It's like slowly but surely.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's so hard. Like, there's so much potential in Hive, and it's like you see other coins, and you're like, how in the fuck are you making any type? Like, you have 3 times the amount, like Doge and all that, and it's like you got no use case really. And then you look, and you're like, a coin like Hive just baffles me. I think it's the toxic that it was when it was Steam.
Yeah, I haven't yet started posting on Hive, like regularly. We were talking about NFTs at NFT showroom yesterday, and one of the things about NFT showroom is, like, the reason I mention this is because I hope to mint NFTs at the same time as when I publish articles to connect them together. So that each time I publish an article, there's the option for the reader to purchase an NFT that I mint as well. So regarding NFT showroom, that idea, like, by all means, do that yourself. Like, I don't see why anybody wouldn't consider doing that. But regarding NFT showroom, they have a whitelist, right? Like, they don't accept everybody who wants to mint NFTs there.
It's pretty easy now, I think, to get on it.
What?
It's pretty easy to get on the whitelist now, I think. At first I wasn't whitelisted when I first tried, and now I have been. I never uploaded anything, I don't think. But I know, like, a lot of the new front ends themselves have their own minting capabilities as well. I'm not 100% sure if they show up on, I'll have to check that, if they show up on NFT showroom.
Oh, the Weedcash can mint NFTs, is that right?
Yeah, it does. I just minted my first one today. I'm not sure though if they show up on NFT Showroom or not. It uses the same engine, like same things, but I'm not sure. Gallery.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Yeah, no, they don't show up. So like what's on Weed Cache must be on Weed Cache. They don't show up on NFT Showroom.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that NFT Showroom was like the only NFT minting capability of Hive, but it's like a front end basically.
Yeah, it's the front end, definitely, because Weed Cache has one, and Splinterlands you could also mint your own NFTs right on their front end.
So that's awesome. I didn't realize that. So every Hive front end can probably have its own NFT minting.
Yeah, any of the ones that moved over to Outpost. Over to the Outpost from the Tribe front end. So, and it was 1,000 weed. You have to have 1,000 weed staked, and 1,000 weed was the payment to be able to start minting.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure who gets the payment. I'd like to know that. Whoever has the weed dealer, Weed Cache account. They're the ones that get the minting fees. Not sure if that's Richard or Hive Engine. I would imagine it would be Hive Engine.
Yeah, okay. I'm not so familiar with. I'm not like so up to date on Hive. I used to be part of Steemit, and it like I got burned out from learning about it because it has such a high learning curve, and especially a few years ago when everyone like knew 3 years less than they do now.
Yeah.
So I like learned as much as I could back then about Steemit and Steam, and I got burned out from it and I had to stop. And then the voice platform started, so I was at the voice platform waiting for that to become publicly, or like not publicly launched, but officially no longer in beta mode, and so that its coin would be actually worth something. But that never happened. They canceled it. They completely deleted every single page of the voice platform.
Oh, I didn't even know. I never went on that platform. It seemed centralized, saying it wasn't, but it was clearly centralized.
Yeah, totally, man. It was so centralized, and like now what they did is they made a version 2.0. The first version was like Steemit kind of, or Hive that started, but more like Steemit, and
oh, we lost you. I think your mic screwed up.
yeah, so they rebooted it as 2.0, where it's NFT minting, so that the articles there are, when you publish an article there, it's actually an NFT. You have to publish it in like a PDF file, and it all sounds great, and those are things that Hive should do. But the difference being that voice is centralized, and you have to be a woke retard to not get banned at voice. Like if you're a woke retard where like everything that you disagree with is because racism, or because climate change, or because some other nonsense that doesn't have to do with the controversy, the debate, like that's its voice. It's so active, it's so woke activist that it's like cringeworthy. So It's like, who the hell wants to be there? It's so oppressive.
Yeah. The idea of minting your post to an NFT, that's pretty smart. That's a pretty cool idea. I gotta say that, but the political crap, I just stay away from it as much as I can. I gotta deal with it in real life. I don't want to deal with it online.
Yeah, and nobody who wants to deal with it online, even when you don't have to deal with it in real life.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for Voice 1.0 to be, that it would be NFTs, and so it wasn't, and then I was like glad that Voice 2.0 was, but then by that point in time I realized that it's such a censorship cancel culture there, and that you really can't be yourself, you really can't be artistic, because nobody's artistic when they're under such censorship restriction. It's like all the comedians on TV, or they used to be on TV, and now they're like, I can't be on TV anymore, you gotta be so politically correct, I can't do tours at universities anymore, you gotta be so politically correct. And that's like, I hope that Hive makes articles as NFTs, because isn't that the future of blockchain?
That is truly the post or anything. It's not edited. It can't be edited or anything. That is a fantastic idea. Oh, it's definitely something that Hive should be doing. Not sure how it could be done because I'm not a coder whatsoever. But that is something that would be a great idea. I don't know who to run it by. John, he's more in touch with those people. He's listening. He could. Oh. But I think we're going to end it at that, guys. I know it's not quite 4:20, but I got to go to the bathroom. So thanks for stopping by, everyone, especially Lanny, John, Frank. And we're going to do this again next week for sure. Peace.